Y'all come on in. I'm ready to talk to y'all for a minute. I need to talk to y'all for a minute. I've been gone a good while. Just made it home not too long ago. I put on my fried cabbages, my smoked turkey wings with gravy, making me some hot water cornbread. I put in my cabbages. I put potatoes, but they be in big chunks. I put nice, sized bell peppers and the red and green bell peppers and onions, and I fry my cabbage. I don't boil it. I fry it. But honey, I got them seasonings in there just right too. And I got my smoked turkey wings, smothering in gravy. Honey, think a sister not gonna get down when I get off this live. Hmm. It's been pretty good here today. I don't know about it. Well, I know in California it's been like 104, 106. But here in Arkansas, where I'm at, we get some pretty hot weather, but I gotta admit it's not as intense as some of the other hotter states. What's up, Sonya baby? Welcome on in the room. Girl, I know, right, Sonya girl? I was sitting there trying to figure out, I was like, what am I gonna eat? Because I wanted to cheat tonight and do the pizza. But then I wanted some home cooked food. So I was debating. I was like, should I make a salad? Should I? Hey, unspoken baby. What's up, baby? What's up? How are you, boo? Oh, girl, I didn't know. So finally, y'all, I finally decided on the fried cabbage, hot water cornbread, smoked turkey wings and gravy. uh, hey, sunshine, what's up? Welcome on in the chat. There's a few things I need to say, and I got to say. I gotta get some things out the way. Okay, baby. I see you, boo. Girl, you went unspoken. Ooh, Lord. When I looked, because I was out and I was driving, I've been, running errands and stuff. And then, my notifications on my phone go off anytime, I'm subscribed. So I hit people notification bell so I can get the notification. And I had already had got the notification, but I was in traffic, so I couldn't respond to it right off. But when I was able to, I went in and at first I had to look twice. I'm like, because it said unspoken is live. But when I went into it and I'm looking at this red bone sitting there with some glasses on, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Because I'm so used to the avatar. So, look, unspoken, don't be tricking me like that. Y'all should have seen how close I was to my phone, looking at my phone, trying to see who live I was in. But I forgot. She had already spoke on this. So I said, wait a minute. I said, like, I'm looking, it's almost as if I was looking at Sunshine's sister. I was like, wait a minute now, something going wrong now. This is not I done went out the room, looked at the title, looked at the name, came back in the room. I said, girl, ooh, that was too funny. I had to laugh to myself, y'all. But anyway, so what I want to speak on is this. I got a couple of emails, And you know how people like to carry bones, which let me just say this: anywhere I go, it's not a secret. I never make it a secret. If I'm a pop in, I'm a pop in. I'm not gonna care who knows it or anybody have anything to say about it. Okay, let's just make that clear. So I got a couple of emails. It was just two of them. You know, asking me questions like, "Hey, you know how someone try to ask you a question, but they don't try to come off offensive, but you know they being nosy." And they was like, "Hey, how you doing, Ruby? I see you in Unspoken and Tasty's live, and I wanted so bad, y'all, to say, and what, and what? So everybody that is very familiar with me, Rubysweet, knows I don't care about going on nobody's platform. I never hid going on anybody's platform. I never hid anything I had to say, whether I was actually invited on the stream yard, on the panel, or whether I was in the chat. I never was messed up about what any. See, I'm gonna tell you something about Ruby. I'm the type of person, unless you come for my kids, and I feel like now, well, let me bag that up, because sometimes a person don't have to come for your kids for you to go there, because they can hit a nerve, they can strike a nerve and make it go off. But my main nerve is my children. I'm the type of person, I've always been very independent in every aspect of my life. Every aspect of my life. I do what I want, how I want to do it. I go where I want. I am a grown woman. My mother and dad, they are deceased. Okay? My grandparents are deceased. Can't nobody tell Ruby where to go and who to talk to and who to support. So, and if you see me in Touch Time Live, if she unblocked me, and so what? If you see me in there, what that mean? Just because I go to someone's chat that certain people does not like, does not mean I have something against you. Okay? It does not mean I'm being two-faced. It does not mean I'm backstabbing. I openly say on my own platform, just as well as other platforms, that I want peace. I'm not one of those people who do not like to practice what I preach. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to try my best to bring it. Right, unspoken, right, sunshine. Right. So, some people are scared to come out, and I understand certain people's fears on certain situations. That's understandable. But you cannot put how you feel on how I react. You cannot put your dislike or hatred towards somebody on me just because you see me in their chat. Trust and believe. Let me tell y'all something. I don't have to tell y'all, but all y'all already know. I've been jumped. All right. I literally, if everybody really paid attention, I did nothing wrong to nobody. Well, I take that back. I did attack Tasty. Being petty. I can't say nothing else but that. Being petty, being very irresponsible, because the reason why I say that, because Tasty never did anything to me. And that's why when I sit back and evaluate my situation, not no one else's, but my situation, I'm going to use Tasty as for example. She never did anything to me. She never came for me. So When you're the type of person that can see you're wrong and you allow the Father to convict you, then you're able to open up and see you're wrong. You're able to open up and see you're wrong. So I'm speaking for me now. I can't speak for nobody else. And the other email I got was asking me, was that really you apologizing to Tasty, or was that a fake Nick? Let me say that again. That was me. So for whoever wants to know, let's get something clarified right now. Yes, I was in Tasty's live twice. Yes, y'all know I've been in Unspoken Lives. Okay? There's nothing new about it. Yes, I was in her live. Yes, I did apologize. And you know why I apologize? Because when you sit back and evaluate yourself before you can try to judge somebody else, you start to see where you was wrong at. You got to correct your wrong before you try to correct someone else's wrong. See, I meant that from the beginning. I've been saying I move differently. I fight differently. And I really do, and I think y'all starting to see that. I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm not in here to kiss nobody's butt. But I am here to bring what I know is the truth and to show you who I am. What I'm about, despite of what was said, despite of what was done. I know, right? Unspoken. I never talked about anyone behind their back, point blank, period. I never looked for acceptance for anybody. I just love everyone. Right. And let me, and that's Sunshine is following in line what I'm saying. I got nailed to the cross for talking to Tosh Time. Okay? Let me take you back just a little bit briefly. And I really don't want to have to, but I'm just going to reiterate it for the people who really is confused about that. I had a conversation with Tosh Time. In that conversation, I didn't drag nobody. I didn't talk about nobody. I didn't say nothing negative about anyone. But I ended up being drugged by multiple people. I ended up having to fight multiple people. And you know what? When you sit back and think about where is all this coming from? And it has nothing to do with tasting. I do feel that my actions towards her when she's never done anything to me had a little bit to do with it. But I also know that there are people out here that are really bullies. People out here that really don't mean any good, and that's their nature. That's how they are. So I had a combination of attacks on me. Okay? Everybody know that's been following this knows I was attacked. I was attacked by somebody, number one, that I considered to be a sister. I considered to be a sister. And I would have never thought. And well, of course, you know, it was like probably in the back of my mind, but my heart would have never thought that this person would turn on me and then cause other people to turn on me because of a phone call. Because of a phone call where I never drug or talked about anybody. Where do they do that at? I can't have a phone call, a conversation with another grown up. I don't care what that other person was saying on their end. But if you call yourself close to me and you claim you heard the conversation, then therefore if you was a real friend to me, just like I was being a real friend to you, you would have never turned on me. But that's what happened to me. Okay? And for a while after that, I was trying to be silent. It wasn't because I was scared of being drugged. Because let me just get this out. Okay, everybody got a history. I don't care if it was something very minor, medium, or big. Everybody got a history. Everybody got a temper at some point. Some click faster than others, okay? This is the thing about me that people didn't understand. I've always been a fighter. I love you too, son. I love all of y'all. I've always been a fighter. But the way I'm used to fighting, when it comes down to females and all this talking out the side of the neck is, I'm going to throw them hands and we ain't going to talk no more. So a lot of times when I went silent, had everything to do with wanting to put my hands on somebody. I never threatened nobody, but that's how I felt it was best for me to go quiet, because certain things that people say, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Because I put it like this. If they was in my face saying all this trash, it wouldn't have been no talking. And so that's something that I and the Father have to work on within myself, which He really been working on me. And that's why I am able to sit here in front of y'all today and speak the way I'm speaking. Okay? So, now, yes, I did apologize to Tasty. Why? Because I drugged the hell out of Tasty. I did. And everybody was constantly laughing. And I did that because, why? I was supporting someone and that person was into it with her and that person didn't like them. And then when I sat and thought about everything, when I evaluated everything, I'm like, this woman hasn't done anything to me. So why can't be a woman and apologize without somebody questioning? Notice I said questioning me about me apologizing. If you don't want to apologize, that's you. I am a whole different human being with my own heart and mind. And I move how I want to move. What is best for me. Just like I have told Unspoken and everybody else. Like I've told Sunshine and everybody else I have talked to. Okay? Like I told everybody that I've talked to. Your fight is your fight. I can support you. In certain situations, I do support you. In certain circumstances, I do support you. I'm not finna go backpedal. If I support you, I support you. Okay? Now, this feud that's going on right now, Unspoken has her own reasons for fighting the way she fights. Tasty have her reasons. Tosh Time had her reasons. Suge have her reasons. Ruby had her reasons. Okay? And people are going to develop their own opinions and statements as much as they want to. But none of those statements and opinions matter if those people see fit to fight how they see fit to fight for themselves. Okay? So instead of being people that run in and out of chats and constantly dragging people and talking about people like a dog, be loving, be kind, and be neutral. See, if we trying to get somewhere, we need to get there. You have to reach people in different ways. I can't come to Unspoken and talk all rough and hard and think she's going to respond to me. I can't come to certain people like that and act like that. Certain people respond to getting slapped upside the head and they act right. You have to know how, whatever approach you decide to use, you need to use it with love and caution. Notice I said caution, because you could come with all your heart, full intentions of being a very positive person, but other people will flip what you mean for good into bad, because that's how they are. And a lot of times, a lot of people like to put off on you how they are. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't put off on me how you are. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't know the relationship I have between me and my father. You don't know my move. You don't know the desires of my heart. You don't even know my heart. So okay, let me just say this. We all fall short of the glory of God. I'm a living witness, been a living witness for years, baby. Oh, I done fought in the streets. Yes, I have. I done fought out of the streets. I done fought in life, period. You can't learn and move on unless you are willing to learn and move on. Closed mouths don't get fed. The Father says, seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Ask and ye shall receive. See, all of those are actions. Those are actions. Okay? You have to show actions behind your words for it to manifest. Sometimes it'll manifest for the good right off, and sometimes it'll take a while. But see, that's where you got to learn your patience. You got to ask the Father for patience and endurance. Do you actually think this is going to be the only tough thing you will ever go through in your life? You have went through worse. Worse than arguments back and forth on the YouTube streets. When you sit back and evaluate your life, you know why I'm able to speak like this? Hey, Patricia, baby. Hey, Gloria. Welcome on in. Patricia and Sunshine, I think y'all can relate to me on this when I'm about to say it. And other people that has lost children and had to bury them. When I say, and I truly mean what I say, when I say there's nothing much out here in this world that can hurt me past having to see my son dead on the ground and burying him, I really mean that. So when people ask me why I do this and why I do that, because I've been through so much in my life, some of the greatest pains in my life, I could sit back and say, you know what? I conquered through the Father. Hey, Mr. Flint, welcome in. I conquered through the Father how to overcome the greatest hurt you can ever experience in your life, and that's burying a child. Why can't I overcome this? What is so much hard about this that I cannot overcome? That's what I mean by sitting back and evaluating things. A lot of us have lost our mothers, our dads, our grandparents, our husbands, whatever. And it ain't got nothing to do with just death. I just don't want to stick on that. But it's life. You done went through way more hardship than fighting back and forth over the internet. Welcome in, Brenda. Welcome in. And see, when I speak, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just talking and trying to make people like me and trying to manipulate people into liking me for my channel. Because if y'all really notice, I haven't really been trying to grow my channel really too hard. I haven't been focusing on it since the beginning, really. I put up content, I put up videos, I put up lives. I'm not out here asking people and scrolling my cash outs and looking for money. If people decide to cash out me, and y'all know sometimes y'all have to ask me several times just to drop my cash out. Why? Because I'm not looking. If the friendship can't be real, I don't want it. If the support can't be real, I don't want it. And I don't need it. Because friends come and go, family come and go. Let me tell you something. If you can't get past the little hardships in life, then you will not be able to move to the next level and overcome the bad hardships in life. You're not going to be able to do it. You have to sit back and say to yourself, what is my priorities? What is more important to me? What is? I wouldn't wish losing a child on anyone. Some people couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. That's something you can never get over. Right, Patricia, and that's what I'm trying to say. And it's not just dealing with death, but I want to use that as a strong example because how can I say this? Be thankful. Be thankful for what you got. Be thankful for what's in your life. Be thankful that you even got up this morning, even if your child or your loved one didn't make it. Be thankful you are still here to make a difference, to make a change, to to help the Lord change you. He's not going to always do it for you. He's not going to always pick you up when you fall. He is our Father. The same way we teach our children is the same way the Father teaches us. As parents, sometimes we allow our kids not to really hurt themselves bad, but we let them go on and touch that water a little bit so they can get a taste of, look, I told you so. Now I bet you won't do it again. That's how our Father works with us. That's how He works with us, y'all. And I have to say, I don't have a mother. I don't have a father well, I don't have a daddy because I don't call no other man father. I don't have a daddy that's alive. Do Ruby got her elders that she can run to and talk to when everything go wrong? No, I don't. I don't even have my oldest son to talk to. Do I have my grandparents? No, I just lost the only grandmother I ever knew last year in January. Guess what? Ruby dealt with a lot of stuff by herself. And the only way I'm able to do it is because God, I depend on Him. I pray to Him. He's the one who kept my mind sane. He's the one who's keeping my mind sane. I'm not just sticking on people beefing on YouTube streets. I'm talking about life, period. I'm not just stuck on who into it, who ain't into it, okay? I'm talking about life in general. Okay? Life in general. It don't even have to be no beef on YouTube streets. In life. Do y'all remember the story of Job in the Bible? That's a true story. He was the most righteous man in the land. Had never done anything wrong to anybody. And if he did, he repented immediately and he made it right. The Father said, make it right with those you offend. Make it right with those you hurt. If you want your Father in heaven to forgive you of your sins, then you need to be able to forgive someone else. If you know you have hurt someone and offended someone, make it right. You can't walk through the gates of heaven with hatred and strife and grudges on you, unforgiveness on you, because the Father's not about that. He's about pure, unconditional, dedicated love. He's not about the drama. He's not about the bull. He's not in the mess. Even though He do bless us sometimes in our mess, you know what that's called? It's called mercy and grace. I hear a lot of people say, God don't bless you in your mess. Yes, He do a lot of times. Why? Because He sees something in you that's weak. He sees something in His child that needs help. He sees the greatness in you. So guess what He does? If it wasn't for mercy and grace, a lot of us would have been gone a long time ago. Let's just be real. Why I'm bouncing around from chat to chat is because I see the bigger picture. I see the bigger picture. And I still understand everybody's fight at the same time. I understand everybody's fight. See, when you allow the Father to work in you and with you, you know how to balance it. I don't have to go into nobody's chat no more and talk mess and smack. Why? Because it ain't getting me nowhere. It ain't adding no years to my life. It ain't paying my bills. It ain't getting me rich. It ain't making me famous and popular. What is it doing? Ask yourself that. What is it doing for you? What is it doing? Now, the people that have a valid fight. Notice I said a valid fight. Fight. Fight for you. Fight for your family. Fight for justice. I'm not saying, I am holy. Honey, please. The Father is still working on me, and trust me, I'm allowing him to work on me. No, baby, I'm not going to get up here and pretend like I'm so holy and sanctified. I don't go to church because church is in my heart. I got a relationship with the Father. I don't need to go up in no building to let no man tell me what God can already tell me. Now, not to say there's nothing wrong with someone teaching and preaching. That's why he appoint people for that. That's why the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, comes to give the 9 gifts of the Holy Spirit. But when you seek the Father for yourself, when you ask him for wisdom and knowledge for yourself, and you are sincere about it, he will download it in your spirit and in your mind and in your heart. That's when you start to see the littlest things, and you can see some of the worstest things, and you can see the good out of it. We can't change nobody. We can't change nobody. So one thing people need to stop doing is trying to change people. That's not our job. That's the Father's job. Okay? But we can encourage. We can show love despite of all our enemies showing hate. It's hard, trust me. And I'm going to tell you something now, and I'm going to say this loud and proud. Hey, Teresa, welcome in. Perkins Life, welcome in. I'm going to say this loud and proud. Now, like I said, we all fall short of the glory. I'm not saying here in the future that I probably won't be back on here going off again. But guess what? Remember one thing, if you don't remember nothing else. We are all human. None of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God. Does that make an excuse to hurt someone? No, it doesn't. But what it does make is sense about you being human. Human. I get so tired of people trying to say that you not a Christian, you not this and that. Wait a minute. First of all, I am not a Christian. I'm a child of God. It's a difference. When you learn the difference between a child of God and a Christian is someone that is trying to be Christ-like. And also, they have a religion. But when you're a child of God, you take the Father's word. You don't look at Baptist, Methodist, Catholic, Pentecostal, Episcopal. You don't look at all that. You know what you see? You see the word. You see the word of God. You see Elohim for himself. You see Yahweh for himself. You see Yeshua HaMashiach for himself. You see the Ruach HaKodesh for himself. I don't need no religion to tell me who to praise. I know my Father's in the third heaven, and I know his Son sits on the right hand of his Father. I know this. I don't need to go to a church. He don't dwell in man-made buildings. You think he gonna be stuck in one church for 40 years when he got the whole world to look after? Do you actually believe that? That's why he pointed his son. He gave his son the power. Okay? He gave his son the power and the glory, y'all. And another thing. Please, life and death lies in the power of your tongue. We are dropping like flies. It is time to come together and pray and love one another. Each other. We got a bigger fight in front of us. Let's stop tearing each other down. God is trying to get our attention. I agree with that, Brenda, because that's why I'm trying to go with all of this. Basically, because like I was talking to someone else on the phone earlier today, we have a pandemic going on. People are dying left to right. They're losing their loved ones, their husband, their wives, their kids. People are going homeless, are homeless, getting on the verge of starving, health problems left and right, violence, people being shot down, attacked. Look, you never, let me just say this. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Okay? I can't bring it to you no realer than that. I don't like people to give people false hope. It isn't such thing as false hope. We're living in the end days. The Bible is studied, fulfilling itself every single day. People are willingly blind because they don't want to wake up and see it. They don't want to face what's happening. Okay, they do not want to accept what's getting ready to happen. But I'm gonna tell you something, it's about to get a lot worse. We have more plagues, we have more pestilences, we got more wars, we got all this about to hit. And if people can't take this, you will not be able to take the rest. So I think when these times come and all these people beefing with everybody, you don't never know who gonna need who, when they gonna need. You don't know. We don't know each other personally right now, actually seeing each other. But when this stuff start happening real bad, you don't know where you're going to end up, who you're going to end up running into, and who going to have the heart to help you when you're in need, and vice versa. What is important to you in your life? What is important? I just want people to ask themselves that. Truly, honestly ask yourselves, what is more important? Saying you won the fight? Is that more important? Because I'm going to tell you, to the Father, that don't matter. Did the Savior win the fight on earth? When he was crucified, beat, mocked, spit on, attacked, hung? Did he win the fight in the flesh on earth? Or did he lose the battle and then won the fight? Which one was it? So we focus too much on these physical things and not the spiritual thing. He's letting us know, yes, we are torn from the floor up in the flesh. But the flesh is just the flesh, and that's it. But I'm going to tell you something. That's why he's saying, don't fear man. Man can only kill the body. But he said, fear me because I can kill the body and the soul. Now I'm just going to have to bag this train up. It's not worth just saying I won the fight. It's worth me saying I won the fight and I know I have eternal life with my Savior. Sometimes just winning the fight ain't all it takes. Because history repeats itself. You can win your fight, but trust, because there's so much evilness and wickedness in the world, it's going to be more people that's going to go through the same thing you went through or worse. So are you just satisfied because you won your fight? Or you help, I'm just saying. This is with anybody, it's nobody in particular. What's important? Let me read some of these comments. I'm running my mouth, skipping over stuff. Okay. Right. Doggy. What is wrong with my mouse? I'm gonna have to give me another mouse pad. Right, Teresa? You don't. You don't. You don't. You really don't. We are strong black women. We are prayer warriors, but the devil got us so busy at each other. Right. Yeah, you don't turn them away. Because if you do that, you do that to our Savior. He tells you that. Yeah. So I just wanted to come in and clarify some things because I'm going to continue to support Unspoken. I'm going to continue to support Tasty. I'm going to continue to support Sunshine. I'm going to continue to support all y'all. If y'all don't know not, if y'all don't understand and know by now, I don't care what people say. If I support you, I support you. People gonna talk while I'm living, and people gonna talk after I'm dead and gone. So why should I let that bother me so to where I can't live, actually just live my life in peace, live my life. And we human. We not gonna always be all copacetic. Yeah, it's gonna be times y'all probably hear me cursing somebody else out again. Okay, it's bound to happen. I know me. Okay, so it could happen in the near future. But one thing about it, I'm still allowing God to work with me. And I'm not so stuck on my own selfishness not to see the bigger picture, not to see the love that He has for me and others, not to see what He is trying to teach me. So if I do, I know I'm going to repent for it and ask Him for forgiveness, and I'm going to try my best again not to repeat it. I probably cuss out people 100 times before He come back. I don't know the future, but I know my heart. And that's all I know. And practice what you preach. Right, right, Patricia. Practice what you preach. It's not enough to just say it. You got to do it. You have to do it. You can't keep sitting around saying you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and you do not show your actions. Actions speak louder than words. It always will. Always have. A man can tell you, or a woman can tell you they love you all day long, but if they don't show it, it don't mean anything. Like the Father said in His Word, people out here praying just to be seen of other people, to be people pleasers, donating to all these charities to be people pleasers. But He said, whatever you do, if you don't do it in love, it profits you nothing. So whatever you do, if you don't practice love, it profits you nothing. And stop opening up these gateways for the devil to come in and his homeboys to attack you even further. A lot of times we'll bring stuff on ourselves and don't even realize it. Don't even realize it. Because it sometimes it don't be on purpose. You can unknowingly do something that causes the reaction to come your way. But the first time you see it and the first time you recognize it, don't sit there and act like it don't exist. Don't just sweep it under the rug. Get rid of it. Do away with it. I'm just saying. It got to stop. It has to stop. So many people on here talking about this got to stop, that got to stop. Okay, if it got to stop, can we all just bow our heads in prayer? in silence. Can we do that? Prayer changes things. Only when you believe it can, which is called faith. That's what it's called. You don't. If you don't have faith in anything you ask for, it's not gonna benefit you nothing either, or the people you praying for. Faith without works is dead. If you notice, the Father is about actions. Seeking ye shall find. Knocking the door shall be open to you. Asking you shall receive. Those are actions. He's a very active God. And he just don't preach. He shows it. So I'm not gonna make this long, but I just want Unspoken, Tasty, and everybody else to know. When I say I'm done with the BS, I'm done with it. If I go in anybody's chat, I don't need nobody else emailing me, asking me why I'm doing this and asking me why I'm doing that. Look, let me tell you something. I'm a grown woman. I do what I want to do. I go where I want to go. Now, if you don't like me because of that, don't like me because of that. Which would be crazy not to like somebody because of that. Long as you don't see me going in here, this chat dragging this person, then go back over in this chat dragging this person, then don't say nothing to me. But if you see me going to each chat showing love and speaking positive, what are you mad at? That just shows that it's true about some people on this YouTube streets. They get mad at you because you support people they don't like. That's what it proves. But to end tell with some more way. Oh, let me read some more comments. Hold on. Out that I wanted out that I was holding. Right, Patricia. We're all supposed to be different. This is the challenge we are supposed to overcome to get along and to learn each other. Right, Teresa. Brenda. We are not going to always agree or see eye to eye, right? But it does not mean we have to fall out with each other. If we all was the same or think the same, if there would be no change, right? Right. That's all right. All that's right. If anybody, and I want everybody to hear this. If you have any real questions about me, and I'm not saying questions for attack, I'm saying anything that you're wondering about and you really have questions, come to me. Ask me. You'll get it from the horse's mouth. Don't go by nobody's scenario. Don't go by what somebody else think. Nobody else what they may put out there, and this is what it seemed like. And just because it sound logical and it sound right does not make it right. Does not make it right. Hey, Strawberry, what's up, baby? Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. It does not make it right. Everybody likes to believe that their way is right. But if the Father was the judge, none of our ways would be right. I'm going to say that again. Everybody would like to think that their way is right. But if the Father was to judge us on the individual basis, none of our ways would be right. And those are facts. Work it out with your Father first. Secure your position with Him. That is your priority. Secure your position with Him. Secure your family, your children, your grandchildren position with Him. Because people going to fight until the day we leave up out of here. Because evilness is still on the earth. Evilness is not going anywhere until the Father come back and get rid of it. Make sure you and your family and whoever else God puts on your heart to help, to encourage, to pray for, to be there for, make sure that you do your best to help them. in a godly, loving way. Not for self gain. Don't pray in vain. Can't go to God and be fake about your prayer. He know what you're going to pray for before you even know. He know what's going to happen before you wake up the next day. He know every second of your life before you will ever know it. So there's no reason to try to hide anything for God or be fake with him. We need to start learning how to build the relationship ourselves between us and our creator before we go out here and try to fight battles that you really can't win with people who don't want to have no part in love, to have no part in forgiveness. You got people out here that are dying with unforgiveness in their hearts, grudges in their hearts. They lay down and die that way. Been happening for centuries. Make sure you do what the Father said you supposed to do. He says, do not allow the sun to go down on your wrath. That means, don't you be sitting up here mad at everybody and got all this stuff on your heart and your mind, especially your heart, and lay down at night because you don't know if that's your last time waking up. So don't allow the sun to go down on your wrath. Make sure it's very important that any little thing you catch yourself doing during the day or night, you repent of it immediately. You ask for forgiveness immediately. And before you close your eyes, you definitely got to make sure you get that done. And you got to mean it from your heart. Because God does not like repetitious prayers. Right. Right. That's true, y'all. So, where's Unspoken? I thought she was still in here. Strawberry? Oh, I see you, Strawberry. I had to say that one, Strawberry. I'm going to go up the street and get me some strawberries from the store. Yeah, I just had to come and say something because I wanted y'all to hear from my mouth. I don't want nobody else trying to say what Ruby doing, what she ain't doing, what she possibly doing, what she may be doing, what the... I ain't got time for all it. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. You hearing it from the horse's mouth. I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to support where I want to support, whether people like it or not. I'm going to be me. That's me. That's how I am. And that's how I'm being led to be. Now, I still love everybody. Just because I don't mess with some people don't mean I don't love them. It means I just don't mess with them. Like I said, you can love, but be cautious. Love and be cautious. You can love and be cautious at the same doggone me time. I got too much going on in my own life and too much going on in this world to be sitting up here worried about, well, I will say this though. Somebody dots my children, then there will be some war. Now I'm gonna go to God and ask the God, my Father, to teach a sister on how to fight it, because when you spoke to her, sometimes it is hard. It's very hard to turn up cheek, especially when your babies are involved. So now, for speaking for all the mothers, kids being brung up in bull crap, being attacked, because what people don't understand is when you attack the mother, the children comes from the mother. When you attack the mother, you're also attacking the children. What part of that people don't understand? You think if the children heard these things, they'd be like, oh, okay, thank Thank you for attacking my mommy. Thank you for calling my mommy out of her name. Thank you for talking bad about my mommy. Thank you for making fun of my mommy. No. When you attack the mother, you attack the children. When you hurt the mother, you hurt the children. What people don't understand. And why is people so busy about bringing up people's children anyway? You're not raising them. You're not taking care of them. You're not responsible for them. Matter of fact, you're not responsible for nothing in their life. So why bring up people's family? If I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you. I ain't got to come for your kids and your grandpa and grandma and great grandparents. I ain't got to do all that. If I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you. They didn't do nothing to me, so I'm not even going to bring them in. I'm not even going to mention your people. Because guess who I want? I want you. I don't want them. I don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with you. What people don't understand. Stop bringing people's family up and stuff. And then a lot of times until it happened to them, they got all this stuff to say. But then if it happened to them, then they want to look all stupid. And I can speak on it because my kids was constantly brought up. And then you attack somebody's ability to be a parent. Like you living right next door to me, or you live in my house, you see every step I make, every move I make, every breath I take. You see, you really, and people look so dumb when they bring up people's children and their family, like as if they live in their household and they know for a fact what's going on in their home. All you doing is making false, I'm just going to say, you're just making assumptions, really. You're judging and you're making assumptions. None of these people that came from my kids or anybody else's kids have any facts about it. Have no facts. But yet and still, they want to talk about what somebody doing with their kids, what they not doing with their kids. How you know? Prove to me you know what I'm not doing with my kids. Some of these people are hundreds of miles away from you, but they swear up and down their platform, you ain't no mother. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. Do you know how stupid you sound? You gotta have some big ass eyeballs. I'm just saying, I don't agree with that. I never agree with that. Okay, Teresa. Well, it's not a touchy subject for me. I'm gonna tell you why it's not a touchy subject for me. Because it's facts. It's facts. Like I said, I've always been the type of person. I have always voiced my opinion. I have always said how I felt, despite what anybody may think or say. See, the problem is people are too worried about what the next person gonna say, feel, or act. I'm not one of those people. I don't care how the next person gonna feel, what they gonna say, how they gonna react. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking my facts. I don't know what goes on in nobody else's home. Hey, Spencer, baby, welcome in. I can only speak for Ruby, because Ruby is in Ruby's situation. Anything dealing with my children is not a touchy situation or a conversation or a subject when I'm sitting up here defending myself and my children, when I'm defending other mothers that are getting attacked about their children and their parental abilities to be a parent. And I'm just speaking the truth. I don't agree with it and I never will. I'm a victim of that. I am a victim of that. I don't care. All these people that was coming for my neck, I didn't bring up their children. I didn't bring up their family. I responded to them and them only. But when it came down to Ruby, my whole family was brought up, and my ability to be a mother was brought up. It was attacked. And no, I would not be silent about it. Because it's not right, and it would never be right. If you don't want nobody to come for yours, don't come for mine. You treat others how you want to be treated. Those are facts for your tale. If you don't want nobody to do your family like that and your kids and grandkids, don't do nobody else's like that. Point blank, period. Ain't no in between. Ain't no exceptions. Ain't no excuses. I feel what you saying, Sunshine, but I'm talking about me. Dog, who fell down? I heard a big old boom, shook my chair there. Somebody fell down hard. Hope they all right. I don't hear no crying or screaming. Yeah, y'all. So I had to come in and get a few things straight. You know, whenever something is not true or some things is being said that is that's not true, I'm gonna come in and say what I gotta say, and that's it. If people don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Cause really, I'm not here for. I'm not, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Y'all get what I'm saying now. I'm talking about on just a general basis. When you get a job, are you working that job to make friends, or are you working that job to make money? Is it business or is it personal? What is your real reason for working that job? You're not working that job for free. You're not going in there to make all kind of friends. Okay? You got to learn how to separate it. If I gain some real true supporters and friends along the way, so be it. I'ma love it. But if you're gonna be constantly fake, you can walk home. Float, float on, float on. You can miss me with that. I don't even know why people want to be fake with people anyway. I mean, what is it doing for you? So you can be nosy and find out some information they can slip up and tell you, so you can use it against them. Is that the reason? Is that the reason why people do that? Because if it is, people don't understand why you point fingers at that person, you got about 20 more pointing back at you. And the people you think that is closest to you and you sharing all your information with is the main ones going back and giving all your information up to the FBI, the CIA, the detectives, and some more people. So be careful how you try to go out here and spill people business. And then you got to understand some things people tell you not even the truth. Sometimes, a lot of times people tell you what they want you to think, not what they want you to know. So you can't even go based on that when you hear somebody tell you something. I can say I got 12 kids. I can say I got 12 kids. And I live in a $600,000 home. And people will believe me if I say it and I convince them well enough. But will that make it true? No. Because I don't live in no $600,000 home. I don't have no 12 kids. People tell you what they want you to think. Some people will tell you certain things to test you. And that's another thing people don't understand. People will tell you certain things just to test you. Just to see if it's going to come back to them. When they knew, they threw it out there just to see if you was going to bite it. Just to see if they can hear it come right back to them. Then you got these people with these radio mouths go run and say every doggone thing. And then they making themselves look stupid because When people find out, they just said that to see if you was gonna be loyal and you was gonna be a snitch and you was gonna be messy. Then what you left looking like a doggone idiot. Then you left looking like, oh no, you gotta be careful when you mess with her, cause she gonna tell all your business. You create a reputation for yourself, and it won't be a good one. But around my summer who ready to go over to the Rena Boom channel and listen to some music before I get off of here? Press the one and let me know if y'all gonna go. If y'all don't want to listen to no music tonight, be real with me. Just say nope. So I know to go over there or get off of here. Just be real with me. Not everyone gonna like you when you stand for the truth or what is right. But the foundation you stand will not cave, and you will see who is with you. Right, Brenda, right. Right. You so right. All of y'all been on point. Right. That's what I'm saying. People not going to agree. That's what people got to understand. And that's what I've been saying, Strawberry. People is not going to understand the way you fight all the time. They're not going to agree with it. They're not going to agree with your opinions. That's just life. You got family members that is not going to agree. They'll tell you anything. No, I don't agree with that. No, I ain't going along with that. No, I don't like that. You can't hate and come after everybody who don't like what you say or do. You just gotta accept it and move on and keep doing you. Keep doing the right thing. That's all you can do. Okay, I see some multiple ones up in here. So I'm gonna go and get off of this one. Well, wait a minute. Let me go reopen the other one first. Hold on. I'm still here. I'm finna reopen this other one so I can do it while y'all right here. That way I can already have it. Let me go to it and open it up while I'm talking to y'all. And I'ma say, let's jam. Okay, let's jam. Wait a minute, what the world? Look, I ain't got time for this. I hate sometimes when this thing be acting up. Or maybe it's me. We'll find out. I think I know what it is. Okay. Because sometimes it want to act right, sometimes don't. It's just, oh, Lord. Why I got to go through these problems? I thought I was special. In a way, I am special. I do feel for me that I will only support someone that shares similar views as me. Right, right. Yeah, you do have to. It's best to connect with like-minded people, and that's the best route to go. You know, unless God really leads you in a different path, but it's really the best path to go is to get connected with like-minded people. I'm just saying. You don't want to be connected with toe up people that toe up on the floor up. Ain't no girl now. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. Y'all know I'm goofy. Leave me alone. I got all my VIPs up in here. And the ones that's in the bushes, hey, come on now. Ain't nobody gonna bite y'all. We not no pit bulls and Rottweilers up in here. Okay? We just having a grown up conversation, talking about real life issues. That's all we doing. Okay? I don't know why people like to just always hide in the bushes. And they come to your channel and the same people will come to your channel and the same people will stay in the bushes. I be like, I mean, if you're that bold to come to the channel and listen, at least be bold to come and say, hey, how y'all doing? Kiss my butt, I'm out. Something. I can't talk though. I used to hide in the bushes too. I used to hide in the bushes too. But that's why I can speak on it, because it's not always cool to hide in the bushes. You gotta peek your eyeballs out every now and then at least. Okay, y'all, what I'm gonna do is, because I see I'm having a problem with the StreamYard on my other one. So what I'm gonna do is give me about 10, let me see what time it is, my time. I don't want to tell. Okay, yeah, give me about 10 minutes and I will be back on the Rena Boone station, okay? Okay, Strawberry, that's good. We're gonna jam. Give me about 10 minutes so I can set this thing up. I gotta redo some things on StreamYard because it's acting stupid on me. I love y'all. I will see y'all in a bit. Thank y'all for coming in and listening to the things that I had to say. I just wanted to get some things out there. You know, I feel like I owe my supporters me. And that's all I can say is me. So I'll see y'all in 10 and 10. Or is that 5 and 5? I'll see y'all in 5 and 5. Don't get on me about no mathematics. It's been a long time.